Hello, welcome back. This is chapter second, Children at Work, and today I'm going to explain passage number 11 to you. So here we go. Velu stared. This was a canal. Near some puddles of water was a row of the strangest huts he had ever seen. Okay, so Jaya pointed at a canal, saying, calling it Buckingham Canal, and when he looked at it carefully, it didn't look anything like a canal, since there was not much of water, or say, it didn't appear to be a canal. So he was surprised. Now, what he could see near some puddles of water, there were some puddles of water, there is some small pools of water were there, and uh, near those pools of water were constructed huts. A series of huts were constructed in a line, particular line, and those looked very strange. Those huts looked very, very strange, the kind he had never seen. They were built out of all sorts of things: metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastic. So, those were the weirdest and the strangest huts he had ever seen, because they were constructed with all sorts of things. All sorts of things, by all sorts of things, it means by metal sheets. Metal sheets were used, then plastic, tires, brakes, wood, everything was used there to construct those huts. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. And the way they were constructed, they were not straight. They were not straight, they were a bit bent, a bit tilted. The huts were a bit tilted, a bit bent, and it looked as if they were going to collapse, they were going to fall at any moment. That any moment they would collapse, they would fall. Such was the construction. Is this where you live? These houses are strange, said Velu. In our village, the houses are made of mud and palm leaves. Now he expressed his amazement and said that, well, are these where you live? Is this the place where you live? He was surprised, because he said, these were the strange houses. These huts are strange, and at the same time he informed her that the houses at their villages are only made of mud and palm leaves. Only two things are used to construct houses, and here the houses are strangely built, and they didn't appear like a hut, like a house, tilted and uh, and constructed using all sorts of things. So it didn't appear like a hut. Jaya went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty sack. So Jaya went around one of the huts, and then she emptied her sack. That is, she dropped all the things she had collected through the day, and dropped it in front of one of the huts, and not in front but outside, at the side and outside the hut. And then she picked up another empty sack. Let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. At least help me now. Here, where are these, and come with me. Now she turned to Velu. She emptied, picked another sack, and turned around and turned to Velu and gave him a shove, a push. Gave him a push and said, at least help me. Now, at least help me now. You can do some help. You can give me some help in my work. Here, wear these and come with me. Here, wear these things and come with me. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and a stick into his hands. Now, she gave a pair of shoes without laces, gave it and said, wear them, and also pushed a sack and a stick into his hand, gave also a sack and a stick to his hand. Velu was confused. What work did she want him to do with these things? He was confused as what would he do with these things, with a stick and a sack? The only work he had ever done was on the landlord's farm, weeding and taking cows out to graze, because he was aware of, he had the knowledge of doing only one thing, that is working at the farm, weeding grass and other things, and taking out the cows for grazing. Grazing means for grass, and weeding, that is removing the grass and other things from the farm. So that was the only thing he was having the idea of doing. So he was confused as what she wanted him to do. Are there any farms in the city? He asked her, and then he asked whether there were farms in the city. So this is the passage for today. Thank you.